Hey guys, Morgan's Maintenance. Today's tool review or product review, if you want to call it that. It's a tool to me, but this one's coming from TOPDON. Now they did send me this out, so I'm going to mark it paid promotion. But they're not paying me in any way. I can say whatever I want to about it. And this is the JS2000. It is a jump starter for your vehicles. So if you need to jump something that is 12 volt, you can use this for this. This one's going to run you about $85 on Amazon. They also have a $15 off coupon right now, so you're looking at $70. And I think it's got a lot of bang for its buck for its size, especially because I previously had one that was really big and I hated it because it took up so much room in my truck. But it also included you could pump up your tires with it, and you could also plug in some AC stuff as well. But I never really used those features. This is what I really want it for, because we're really just living in a day and time where I don't know how many people are actually going to help you out. Even if you keep jumper cables in your truck, how many people are going to help you out and let you jump your vehicle off theirs? Or do you want to even leave your vehicle running these days and hook up your vehicle to someone else's and hope somebody doesn't just jump in the driver's seat and take off in it? I mean, that's the kind of world that we're living in. I think, to me, one of these is the way to go. That way I can just go to wherever. I don't have to find a parking spot where my battery is close enough to somebody else's battery, if they're up against a building, all those things. To me, this is the way to jump a vehicle. It's way better than jumper cables just because of the practicality of it all. But then again, this one's got some really nice features on it that, to me, I know how to use a jump box, but my wife and kids, if I was to buy this and put this in their vehicle, they're going to call me every time they need it and say, hey, I've got this in my vehicle, but I have no clue how to use it. To me, this one has some really great features that kind of makes it dummy-proof in a way that you might find beneficial for you if that's the case. If you're buying this for a loved one that really doesn't know anything about it, it kind of walks you through the process of it. So features-wise, as we get into this, again, $85, $70 for that coupon. It's got a lot of nice things. I'll put this up here as the technical kind of information. 2000 amp peak current. It's got a 6000 milliamp battery. Has a Type-C input. They do provide you with this case that goes with it as well, and a USB-C cable to be able to charge up and plug it up. And then it also has two USB outputs and then also a DC port output. So the DC port output is over here. Now it's for an in particular style DC output. I probably won't ever use that, but that is on there. And then here, if you flip this back, you've got your two USBs. It is a 5 volt 3 amp output and then a 5 volt 2.1 amp output. And then this right here is where you plug up the actual cables to plug it into your or hook it up to your battery and then give yourself a jump if that's what you're looking to do. So also includes a light on the back side, so you can press the power button, hold that, and it will turn on that light, as you can see there. And then you can also, I think, press it again and it gets the strobe, and then press it again and it goes to SOS. So that's beneficial if you're out in the dark and your under your hood light doesn't work and you're trying to jump your battery, or if you're on the side of the road and you just need to let people know, hey, I'm over here. I think that's a nice feature. You can see how much charge you have. Right here they've got 25, 50, 75, and 100%. I'm going to press and turn that off by holding that again. So you can always just press that and kind of see what kind of charge you have. So that's the main features on it. Some of the nicest things about it, as far as from the jump starter point of view, is one, look at the size of that in my hand and the fact that I can jump my truck with that. That's phenomenal. Again, it's like 9 inches this way, 4 inches this way, and 1.5 inches this way. That's going to store in any vehicle super easy. It's definitely going to be better in my truck than what I previously had. And then another thing that I really like is that they have instructions on the clamps themselves. So if you don't remember, you don't have your little book with you, whatever it is, they basically have instructions here on how to go through the process of hooking up the clamps and then jumping your vehicle. But even more than that, if you can read right there on number 5, I think it says, red light on with buzzing, reverse connection, reconnect at step 3. So if you hook this up wrong, it's actually going to buzz at you and a light comes on that says reverse. Again, to me, that's if I'm putting this in a loved one's car who has never jumped a vehicle before, maybe they still call me, but it's a lot better for me to walk them through the process. And if something's just ringing at you saying something's wrong, that's a good thing in my opinion. So, and then it also will tell you that you've got it hooked up correctly, and then also tell you if you need a boost. So basically it's got 4 different things there. Solid green, if that correct line says green solid, that means you can go over there and start your vehicle. It's ready to go. If it flashes green, that means your battery level is extremely low. and you need to hit the boost button and then try to start your vehicle. So again, a lot of nice features, a lot of things that it tells you how to do it. I'm going to go ahead and go out to my truck. Again, I left the lights on, left the radio on, I've let it die to the point in which it won't start. And we're going to put this thing to the test and see what it will do. So I'm in my truck. I've ran the radio. I've ran, the lights, all those things. Left them off for quite some time. Got my battery drained down. Try to start my truck. It's not going to start. Let's go out to the battery now. We'll check the voltage, and then we'll use the TOPDON and see if we can jump it. So the truck didn't start. So now I'm going to check it with a multimeter just to show you the voltage, what it is, so that you'll know what it's jumping from. If I put it on here, we're at 11.67 volts, but it wouldn't start. So that's not real low, but it's kind of low. We'll get the TOPDON out, hook it up, and then see if this thing will start. I'm gonna go ahead and hook it up incorrectly. I'm gonna put the red on the negative and then the black on the positive. We're gonna plug this in and see what it does. You can see I've got a reverse light and then also a sound, an audible sound telling me I've got this hooked up incorrectly. So now I'm going to pull this out. Going to hook it up correctly. Black on the negative, red on the positive. Now we'll plug this back in. Right now I've got a green correct light, and according to the instructions, it says green light on, start the engine. So now we'll go into the truck and try starting the engine. And there you go, started right up. So yeah guys, that is the Jump Surge JS2000 Jump Starter from TOPDON. I'm really impressed with it for its size. Again, I can keep that in my truck super easy, and now I've got that to jump other people's vehicles, and I don't have to get out jumper cables. I don't have to park my truck somewhere odd. I don't have to leave my truck running and hope that nobody just jumps in it and does something stupid or something like that. I think, again, this is the way to go to jump people these days, and there's many good features on it. I really like the safety features of letting you know that you have it hooked up correctly, or whether you have it hooked up wrong. The case is nice. Just everything about it, to me, it's a really nice package. One thing that I might not have mentioned is the working temperature range, because that's going to matter to people who might live in colder climates, or even hotter climates, I guess. -10 to 40 degrees Celsius for working temperature, or 14 to 104 Fahrenheit, or -20 to 75 Celsius, -4 to 167 as far as the storage temperature on that. So again, it's got a pretty good sized battery. You can use it as a power bank if you don't ever need to jump your vehicle ever. It's at least useful for something else. So again, that's the benefit behind it as well. But it's always great to have these. You never know when you're going to be stuck somewhere, and nobody may not even be around to help you jump. Whether they would or not doesn't matter. You might be somewhere all alone, and this is what's going to get your vehicle back and going. So let me know in the comments below if you've used anything from TOPDON, or if you've used this Jump Surge, or the smaller one, or bigger ones, or whatever you've used. Comment down below what you've used and what your experience has been with them. This is the first product of theirs that I've tested out. But I am pretty impressed with it. I really like it, and I'm glad to have it. So hope it was useful. Hope it gives you some information that maybe you were looking for. But as always, stay safe. Have a blessed day. See you on the next video.